Beneath the shroud of a starless sky, the castle stands, dark and unyielding, its stone walls jagged like the broken teeth of a long dead beast. A staircase wide enough to swallow a marching army winds its way to the colossal gate. Barren trees linger in silence, their twisted limbs reaching for a sky that offers no mercy, while the ground is but a grave of brittle grass and withered roots, long since forsaken. Above the tallest spires, winged beasts keep their watch, ever circling, ever hungry. No man steps through that gate and lives, for the sky itself is guarded by fire and fury. So, you want to draw a castle from imagination, but you have no idea where to start. No worries, lads. Today, I'll show you exactly how it's done. This is a beginner-friendly pen sketch tutorial, so no need to worry about complicated techniques. We're keeping it simple and effective. So, we're starting with a simple horizontal line. This sets the horizon for our scene. Just a few small dots like this to guide us. Nice and easy. So basically, this upper section will be our castle, and this lower part here will be the land. We're going to start by drawing the castle. I'm using a square for the base. Okay, just a simple square, very straightforward. And that's done. Now this square is facing this way. Next, we're going to add the other side of the wall here, slightly slanted because of the perspective. And then we're going to draw a nice straight line here to complete our simple basic box. And for this section, we're just going to copy this part from here to here. Very easy. Drawing from imagination doesn't mean you're not allowed to use reference photos. In fact, it's essential to first understand the concept of how certain things look. If you have no idea what a castle should look like, you simply can't draw one accurately. Take a Japanese castle, for example. If you're not Japanese and have never been to Japan, then of course you can't imagine what a Japanese castle looks like. In that case, reference photos are a must, so you can study how the roof looks, how the walls are structured, and what details make it unique. Once you have that visual knowledge, you can start copying the photo. Do this repeatedly, and over time, as you commit these details to memory, you'll be able to draw it from imagination. I personally use Pinterest a lot for my reference photos. It's an excellent resource to find just about anything. And we're going to add a line here. Very thick line. And this will be a shadow because I want to make the upper section extrude a little bit. So this will be the shadow here. Like so. And then this will be our horizontal line. Now here, we're going to add our gate. A massive, gigantic gate. Let's just sketch it first with some dots to lay out the basic shape. And because our whole perspective works, you can see this part here, but not this part. So we're going to make it thicker like this. Then you can simply start shading this gate. A very big and dark gate. At this point, we have no details whatsoever. This is just the basic shape of our castle. Next, same here. We're going to make this upper part thicker and move this line slightly to the right, and just add the shadow with this very thick line. And we're going to start by adding our small squares very loosely. These are the crenellations where archers would shoot their arrows. And because our whole perspective works, we're going to extend this wall here to make it appear thicker. Keep it very loose. No need to make everything overly detailed. And here, up here, we're going to add some small windows. 3 of them, just simple little windows for our castle. Make sure everything is the same height. And then we'll just darken it. Easy peasy. And same here, we're going to copy these windows over to this side. I'm guessing 5. So we'll start from the middle. 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and 1 more here. Then we'll darken these little windows very loosely. Like so. No need to make everything too detailed. There's no point in overcomplicating it. We're going to cover this area with shadow anyway. So for now, just keep it simple and focus on the basic structure. For our tall tower, we're going to, guess what? Draw another square. We'll loosely sketch it first. I want this tower to be very tall. This will be our main focal point here. Basically, it's just a cube, very simple. For this tower, I want the top section to be wider. Like so. Now we're adding the granulations for our arches. Same here. We also need to make the wall appear thicker, so this part will extend slightly due to perspective. Next, we're adding structural support to the castle, basically just slanted wooden beams. Same here, angled supports on this side as well. Just loosely sketching them in. Now we're going to add shadows. This side will be in the light, and this side will be in shadow. First, let's mark out the support here and here. Then we'll darken this entire wall section. Actually, I'm going to switch to my brush pen. This one is grey, not this one. There you go, black. Let's just darken this whole section here. With a brush pen, darkening is definitely faster, but be careful not to make it too dark. Leaving some white areas here and there helps create the illusion of details. Now switching back to my drawing pen. For this section, I'm shading with thin horizontal lines to create a brick texture. Right, let's darken this side a bit more. We want a nice gradation here, just enough to separate the shorter castle from the tall tower. I'm also going to thicken this line before we start losing it completely. It's an important structure line, so we don't want it to fade. Next, we'll add shadows to the wooden support. Just give it some shadows to the left side of each beam. Like so. I'll clean up this line a bit so it looks neater. Now, let's add some small arrow slits for our arches. About 3 should do. Just like that, and no need to focus on fine details right now, guys. Next, we'll darken this section as well. I'm using horizontal lines again to reinforce the brick texture. To deepen the shadows, I'll add some cross-hatching. This will create a richer contrast to our wall here. Also, I want to make the walls a bit thicker. This is crucial for protecting our arches. Now for the rooftop, we'll add a simple cone shape to the top of the tower. Very straightforward. Anyone can do this. This side will be in the light and this side in shadow. Same principles as before. For shading, I'm using horizontal cross-hatching here. Just like that. Now switching to a smaller pen. This one is 0.1mm. A thinner pen is better for light areas, so they don't look too dark. For darker sections, always use a thicker pen. Light areas, however, like this one, need a finer line for better contrast. For the upper section, I'll add a simple decorative ring. And at the top, we'll add a nice little cross here. Same idea on this side. Some brick texture using short lines and dots. So this is an old castle, by the way. So the walls are rough, worn and covered in cracks. Years of war have taken their toll. There are cracks everywhere. Here, and moreover here. We'll add even more small cracks and short horizontal lines to emphasize the aged stone texture. Looking good so far. Now switching back to my 0.2mm to darken this section of the wall. Looking great. Next, we're going to add another tall tower, but this time it'll be a round tower. To start, we'll sketch a cylindrical base. We want this section to have a rounded appearance. Like so. Let's add an extruding ring to break up the straight form, giving it a more structured look, instead of just a simple vertical tube. We'll mirror the design of our previous tower here, maintaining the same look for our roof here. And of course, we need to include a massive gate for our soldiers. This will be an enormous entrance, reinforcing the castle's grandeur and strength. Let's quickly darken the gate here. To connect this tower to the previous one, we'll construct a wall stretching across. We'll also include another gate here. Now we'll add texture to the gate, ensuring it has a weathered edge appearance. Next, let's add a few small windows for our archers to shoot arrows through. This section will feature wooden supports for the upper and wider part of the castle. To enhance depth, we'll shade each wooden beam, adding shadows to give them dimension. Since this is a round tower, unlike before where we used straight shading, we'll use curved lines to create a more realistic shading effect. Switching to a final pan, and let's add some cracks to the structure. As before, we'll use curved shading to create a rounded texture. We'll use less shading on this side as it's in the light, adding just a few dots here and there for subtle details. Right, switching back to a thicker pan, we'll darken this section to indicate the shadow side of the tower. Now, let's replicate the roof from the previous tower. Since this is a round tower rather than a square one, We'll adjust the roof shape accordingly to maintain consistency. Repetition in design is important when drawing. Repeating elements across your drawing helps tie everything together. To reinforce the round shape, we'll shade it using curved lines. The shadowed side will be darker, like so. And let's not forget to add the cross at the top. This is already looking fantastic. How's yours turning out? Now let's add a staircase leading up to the gate. I want the staircase to curve, making it more dynamic. Due to perspective, the steps further away will appear smaller, gradually widening as they get closer to us. For this staircase, we'll use a quick, suggestive lines rather than meticulously drawing every step. This gives the scene a more mysterious feel. I like this. To enhance the illusion of stairs, it might not look exactly like stairs yet, but that's alright. Let's continue for now. Now, I want to add some dead trees surrounding the castle. I'm not sure why, but I love drawing dead trees. They add a mysterious, eerie atmosphere to the scene. Lots of twisted, dry branches here. A combination of broken lines and scattered dots will help enhance the rough, decayed look. On this side, let's add another dead tree, perhaps with larger branches to balance the composition. very chaotic, plenty of broken lines and scattered dots. I think dead trees are also much easier to draw, since there's no need to worry about leaves. Next, we'll add dry grass around the base of the castle. This section will have taller grass, making it appear darker. Switching to 0.4 pen now. And for this, I am simply scribbling random lines. No need to overthink it. Just let your hand move naturally. Let it guide you. I also want to incorporate a dripping effect. Similar to my previous drawing, I really liked how that one turned out. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out after this video. Let's add more tall grass. And notice that rather than perfectly following the dripping effect, some blades of grass will be slightly slanted to the right. More dry grass near the bottom of the castle. And let's quickly refine the staircase. Now let's work on the opposite side. Same technique, same idea, dripping effect and tall grass. Since darkening this area takes some time, I think I'll just speed up the process here. To darken further, it's best to switch to my brush pen now. It is important to leave some white areas when using brush pen. Making everything pitch black would flatten the depth. Right, so this brush pen should help speed things up. Now I'll reinforce the shading with my drawing pen again. And of course, you don't need to use a brush pen. You can achieve similar results with just a drawing pen, though naturally it will take longer. Continuing the dripping effect, adding chaotic scribbles, dots, and lines. And almost forgot, let's quickly add more grass here near the castle wall. Darkening the staircase further, focusing on detailing this time. And at this stage, it's just basically the finalizing stage. We're almost done here, guys. Now for the fun part. To complete our scene here, let's add some dragons guarding the castle. These dragons will be high up in the sky. No need for intricate details here, just a silhouette. Appearing small because it's very far away from us. Another dragon here. This dragon is massive, but it's far away. One more dragon, just a simple curved line to suggest its form. Now let's add a closer dragon. Since this one is nearer, it will be larger and more detailed. This is the head and the body, just a silhouette. For the wings, we'll make them white like this. And to complete the wings, let's add some curved lines and just darken it like this. And that's it for our dragons. Very easy. And adding a few random splatters around the castle like this helps keep the drawing from looking too clean. And that will be our final touch for this drawing here. And I think that's it for today's drawing, the castle. I hope you enjoyed drawing along with me. Your support means a lot to me, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. And that's all for today. See you in the next drawing video.